episode, we're focused on the multi-billion-dollar circular deals fueling concerns of a bubble in the global AI industry. Where do Asia's tech titans fit into the AI money-making machine?
Imagine a world where a handful of tech companies wield more power than entire nations. These firms aren't just producing gadgets, software, or apps. They're orchestrating entire economic ecosystems, controlling information, and generating wealth on a scale most of us can hardly comprehend. Behind their polished public image lies a series of secret business models designed not just to sell products, but to dominate markets, manipulate behavior, and secure long-term influence. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden strategies that make the world's richest tech firms so unstoppable. The first secret is platform dominance. Companies like Google, Apple, and Amazon don't just sell products. They create platforms where entire industries operate. Google's search engine, for instance, isn't merely a tool. It's a gateway to digital advertising, data collection, and market influence. Apple's ecosystem locks users into a network of devices, software, and services that generates recurring revenue. Amazon's marketplace connects millions of sellers and buyers, taking a cut from virtually every transaction. These platforms aren't just convenient, they are carefully designed to create dependency, ensuring that users, businesses, and even competitors operate within systems controlled by these tech giants. Next, we have data monetization, one of the most lucrative hidden models in the tech world. Every search, click, purchase, or social interaction produces data. Tech firms aggregate this information, analyze patterns, and use it to predict behavior. This data is sold to advertisers, leveraged for targeted marketing, and even used to influence product development. The result is an invisible economy where user behavior becomes currency. Consumers often think they are using free services, but in reality, they are part of a vast data-driven machine that generates billions for the companies behind the screens. Subscription models are another cornerstone of wealth creation. Beyond one-time purchases, the richest tech firms have mastered recurring revenue streams. Netflix, Spotify, Microsoft, and Adobe are prime examples. By turning products into services with monthly fees, these companies stabilize revenue, increase customer lifetime value, and reduce reliance on unpredictable sales. Subscriptions create long-term financial predictability and customer retention, allowing tech firms to invest aggressively in growth, research, and acquisitions. The brilliance lies in turning customers into ongoing financial assets rather than one-off transactions. Advertising is another hidden engine of tech wealth. Companies like Facebook and Google dominate digital advertising markets by offering precision-targeted ad placement. This is not simply selling space, it's selling attention, influence, and conversion. Advertisers pay top dollar to reach the exact audience most likely to engage, and these platforms earn billions without ever producing physical products. The scale is staggering. The more users these platforms attract, the more valuable their advertising becomes, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of growth, dominance, and profit. Tech firms also profit from vertical integration, controlling every part of their supply chain. Apple doesn't just design phones, it controls hardware, software, retail, and even certain manufacturing processes. Amazon builds fulfillment centers, cloud services, and delivery networks. By owning multiple layers of production and distribution, these companies increase efficiency, protect profit margins, and reduce dependence on external partners. Vertical integration also creates barriers to entry, preventing competitors from easily replicating success and allowing tech giants to maintain dominance in their markets. Another less obvious business model is the use of network effects. Platforms become more valuable as more people use them. Social media networks like Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok thrive because users attract other users. Marketplaces like eBay and Amazon succeed because each buyer attracts more sellers and vice versa. These network effects create natural monopolies, where the company with the largest user base gains disproportionate influence. Once established, competitors find it nearly impossible to displace the dominant player, locking in wealth and market power for the long term. Cloud computing is also a critical driver of wealth for tech firms. Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud are not just storage solutions. They are platforms that enable countless businesses to operate globally. By providing infrastructure, software, and computing power, these firms earn recurring revenue from enterprises, governments, and startups alike. Cloud services turn tech companies into indispensable utilities, embedding them into the backbone of modern economies. This hidden business model ensures steady, predictable income while expanding influence across industries worldwide. Intellectual property and patent portfolios are often overlooked but incredibly powerful. Tech firms accumulate patents not only to protect innovation, but also to generate revenue through licensing, cross-licensing, or litigation. Patents can create barriers for competitors, control industry standards, and generate substantial cash flow without producing new products. Owning intellectual property is both a shield and a weapon protecting market position while monetizing ideas in ways the public rarely sees. Tech giants also master strategic acquisitions. Companies like Facebook, Google, and Apple acquire emerging startups, sometimes for technology, sometimes for talent, and sometimes to eliminate potential competition. These acquisitions allow them to expand into new markets, integrate new capabilities, and consolidate market power without building from scratch. While headlines focus on the deal size, the underlying strategy is about long-term dominance, ensuring that the tech ecosystem remains controlled by a handful of powerful players. Artificial intelligence and automation represent the next frontier in hidden business models. Tech firms invest heavily in AI to optimize operations, enhance services, and create new revenue streams. AI-driven personalization increases engagement on platforms, while machine learning algorithms improve supply chain efficiency, ad targeting, and product recommendations. These investments create a feedback loop. The more data collected, the smarter the AI, the more revenue generated. This self-reinforcing cycle quietly drives enormous profit margins and strengthens market dominance. Another subtle but critical model is ecosystem monetization. Companies don't just sell products, they sell access to ecosystems. Apple's App Store, Google Play, and Amazon's Marketplace are prime examples. By taking a cut of every transaction within their ecosystems, tech firms generate billions in revenue from third-party developers and sellers. The brilliance is that the platform becomes essential, and participants willingly pay for access, ensuring continuous cash flow without direct production costs. Global expansion is also engineered to maximize wealth. Tech firms strategically enter emerging markets, tailoring services and products to local conditions while leveraging their global brand and infrastructure. They often gain first-mover advantage, establishing dominance before local competitors can adapt. By controlling access to technology and digital infrastructure, they create long-term revenue streams that extend far beyond their home markets. These strategies are quietly transforming economic landscapes in dozens of countries. Monetization of attention is another hidden but essential model. Social media platforms, video services, and even search engines make money by capturing human attention and converting it into advertising revenue, subscriptions, or in-app purchases. This model transforms user engagement into tangible profit, allowing companies to scale income in ways unrelated to traditional production. It's a system where your time, clicks, and interactions are converted directly into wealth, creating a business model that is invisible to most users but enormously lucrative. Tech firms also employ behavioral economics to drive engagement and revenue. Algorithms analyze user behavior to maximize time spent on platforms, incentivize purchases, and encourage loyalty. Features like push notifications, gamification, and personalized content are designed to keep users interacting, often without conscious awareness. This manipulation of human behavior turns engagement into profit, demonstrating that tech business models extend beyond technology. They shape habits, perceptions, and decisions on a global scale. Finally, the richest tech firms leverage financial engineering. Stock buybacks, dual-class shares, and strategic investments allow executives and founders to maintain control while maximizing wealth. These tools create financial leverage, increase stock valuations, and concentrate power in the hands of a few. Investors, employees, and regulators may focus on revenue and growth metrics, but the hidden financial architecture ensures that the true beneficiaries remain the company's core decision-makers. The combined effect of these secret business models is staggering. Platform dominance, data monetization, subscription revenue, network effects, cloud computing, intellectual property, strategic acquisitions, AI, ecosystem monetization, global expansion, attention capture, behavioral influence, and financial engineering work together to create companies of unprecedented power and wealth. They don't just generate profits, they shape markets, industries, and even social behavior. Understanding these hidden strategies reveals why a few tech giants control so much of the modern economy and why their influence continues to grow. The next time you open an app, use a search engine, or buy a device, remember, you are interacting with a carefully designed system engineered to generate revenue, shape behavior, and reinforce dominance. These tech giants have mastered the art of hidden business models, and the consequences extend far beyond your screen. The question is, will you simply consume, or will you understand the invisible mechanisms driving the wealth and power around you?